Hello and welcome everybody to another Bloomburrow draft. I'm Paulcheon and today we are sitting at rank number 74. We tried out some interesting rares in the last draft in Darkstar Augur and Cruel Claw Heist, but sadly, I don't think we drafted the proper deck around the Darkstar Augur. But gonna turn it around. I think we're due for a trophy, so maybe this is the draft where we're gonna get there. Now, before we head into this draft, I did want to say that this video is brought to you by tcgplayer.com. Check out tcgplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you need booster packs or individual singles for any TCG game, make sure you check them out. Click that affiliate link in the description below. Additionally, this video is brought to you by heavyplay.com. Go to heavyplay.com to get all your premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. We're talking about deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more. Make sure you check them out. heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Additionally, if any of you are happening to go to PAX West this weekend, they will have a booth there, so make sure you go and say hi. Alrighty, hopping straight in. You know, we opened this card a lot. We opened this in the last draft. I feel like I just got to take it, though. I kind of want to have a bunch of unique experiences, but Vren is so good. Also, I think Vren is splashable. So, particularly if we're going to be a base green deck, let's say blue-green or green-black, both color combinations that I really love, I can certainly see splashing the Vren, just because I don't always like drafting blue-black. Outside of that, we have Hop to It, Jolly Gerbils, Clifftop Lookout's just okay, and then Pawn Profit and Cash Grab as the best commons in the pack. But let's go ahead and take Vren the Relentless. It's simply just the best card in the pack. And see where we need to go from there. All right, moving into pack 2. This pack is quite nice. At common, we have Intrepid Rabbit as the best common. And then at rare, we have Balin the Haymaker, which is a pretty interesting card if you're doing the green-white rabbits thing, but not really interested in taking that here. For us, we have the choice between Daring Wave Rider and Downwind Ambusher. I do think, though, Wave Rider can be good if you do pick up a good number of removal spells, but early on, I think I'd much rather have the Downwind Ambusher, just because I think this card's always good, whereas there are instances where the Wave Rider may not necessarily get you there. So let's go ahead and take the Ambusher here. There's a Coruscation Mage as well. Very solid pack. All right, let's go ahead and take this. And then what do we have here? Well, we have a few great white cards here. I don't care too much about the Dire Downdraft or the Night Fisher. There is a Pawn Profit at common, which stands out as the best common, and then an Uncharted Haven. So there's a Pawn Profit here, but after taking the Downwind Ambusher, certainly this one feels a little bit less good to take. This is interesting. If I want it to be black-white, Hop to It is a little bit worse than Driftgloom Coyote, I feel. So I'm going to just take what I feel is the strongest card in this pack and just take the Coyote and just kind of take it from there. Noting that if we even end up in black-white splash blue or something like that, or blue-white splash black, the Coyote does work well with the Vren. So I will take the Coyote here. And then now we have this pack. There's a Carrot Cake. I do like that more than Hazel's Nocturne and Feather of Flight, so let's go ahead and take the Carrot Cake here, noting that these are also two solid uncommons to take, but Carrot Cake is just a very, very strong card in general. Happy enough to pick that up. Certainly seeing some decent white cards here, and now we have a Flowerfoot Swordmaster and a Sonar Strike. I wonder how good the Swordmaster is in a non-red-white deck. You know, I'm going to just take the Sonar Strike. I feel like this card is nice, especially if red-white happens to be open, but it's not clear that red-white is where we need to be. So I'm going to take the Sonar Strike, just a good card in any deck in general, and our first interactive spell. So let's go ahead and take that. And let's kind of lay it out like this. Not seeing a ton of blue or green, seeing some white. So kind of tough to figure out where we need to be, other than I feel like white probably should be where we need to be. This pack's pretty weak overall. I can take a Rabbit Response. I have a Carrot Cake already. There's a Clifftop Lookout, but green didn't seem super open. I don't like Artist Talent. I guess I'll take a Rabbit Response over a Whisker Quill Scribe, but that is very, very speculative. Can certainly see a world where the Whisker Quill Scribe is something that we might want to do. We did see the Daring Fleet, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. I'm going to take an Uncharted Haven here just because there's a chance we splash this Vren, and I do think it's worth it over taking something like an Agate Assault and a 3-tree Root Weaver. So let's go ahead and take that. And still trying to figure out what our second color needs to be. I will take an 8th pick Crumb and get it. Cindering Cutthroat is an aggressively slanted card. Lightshell Duo is okay, but yeah, like I said, it's kind of tough. Like I said, Clifftop Lookout is just not as good as I initially thought it was going to be. I think I'm just going to take a Bonebind Orator here just as another 2 mana in case we end up going black-white. Noting that black-white also doesn't seem super duper open, but I think the Orator is just a fine card to play. Maybe green is open. We did table the Sticky Tongue Sentinel. Not interested in taking this Mind Spiral here or this Bumbleflower Sharepot. Maybe we take the Grotto. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to take the Grotto. I don't think that I saw enough green there. There's a Sticky Tongue Sentinel, but I still don't think that I saw enough to warrant going that direction. Haven't seen a whole lot of blue either, so I don't think that's where we want to be. I don't really like Bravekin Duo very much unless I'm very, very aggressive like red-white or green-white. So this is kind of where we're at. Not ideal, but it's got playable cards. 3, 4, 5, 6 playable cards with a Dire Side and Vren if we wanted to splash. And now we have this pack, which is pretty interesting. We have, 4 uncommons and an Essence Channeler. Now, this isn't all in on the life gain theme of black-white. It doesn't necessarily have to be. So we here have the choice between Essence Channeler and Harvest Right Host as on-color cards. There's a Crumb and Get It, which I'm not going to put a high priority on. I do think it's one of these 2 cards. I feel like the upside, particularly if I'm not going to be green-white, of the Essence Channeler is higher than the Harvest Right Host. So I'll take the Essence Channeler here. I have a Sonar Strike and a Carrot Cake all ready to gain life. And it's a 2-drop, so let's go ahead and take that. Noting that because we now have the Essence Channeler, I'm going to put a higher priority on cards like the Life Creed Duo. So I will take this a lot higher, but I'm not going to take it over Fel. We only have a Sonar Strike. I also really, really love Patchwork Banner. And there's a good chance I would have taken the Banner here if the Fel wasn't in the pack. But premium removal is premium removal. And we have to take this Fel. This does not feel like a Rapid Response deck. And yeah, this is kind of the setup that we have so far. And that's a Star Charter, so we are getting some of the Signpost cards in the black-white archetype. Again, don't have all the life gain effects, but I do think I'm going to take the Star Charter here. This pack is overall fairly weak. There is a Blacksmith's Talent. I do love this card in red-white, but I don't know that red-white was where we needed to be. Certainly didn't see a bunch of Lizards cards either. There's a Longstock Brawl, but Star Charter is all right. Oh, that's a 4th pick Fireglass Mentor, so certainly seeing the Lizards cards in pack 2. And then there's also Valley Flood Color, which is pretty nice, but we are slamming Life Creed Duo in this deck. With the Essence Channeler and the Star Charter, this card's amazing. And yeah, with the Hidden Grotto at an Uncharted Haven, yeah, certainly splashing Vren isn't too crazy here. I think I'm going to do it. I would love to pick up 1 Fountainport Bell, and with an island, that gives me a total of 4 blue sources. That seems totally fine. Nice little black-white mid-range deck we have going on here. Not necessarily all in on the synergies. Definitely getting hooked up on black here. Sorry, person passed to me in pack 1. We are cutting off some of the black here. There's a Polywallop, a Longstock Brawl, a couple of Agate Assaults, but slamming the Nocturnal Hunger here for us. So picked up a Fel, a Nocturnal Hunger, and a Sonar Strike. So liking the interactive suite that we have so far. We have some decent late game. We also have a Driftgloom Coyote. Here, there's a late Daring Wave Strider and a Sugarcoat and a 3-tree Scribe. Literally nothing for our colors. If I wanted to speculate on a card, what would I potentially play? I don't think it would be the Daring Wave Rider. Unless I go blue-white, maybe? It's probably Sugarcoat. If my deck really doesn't get there, I'll splash the Sugarcoat. But for the time being, I'd rather just have Vren as the possible splash. Here, obviously slamming the Starseer Mentor. So our 5-mana slot looks pretty solid. And now we have the choice between Early Winter and Thornplate Intimidator. I'm going to take the Thornplate. Oh no! Whatever. I'm hopefully I don't have to play either, okay? Red certainly seems open here. Gonna take this Mouse Trapper that I'm probably not playing. There's an Agate Blade Assassin, which I might play, just given that I have an Essence Channeler, a Star Charter, and a Starseer Mentor. I think it's fine, not insane, but this deck looks like it might need some filler. Not a big fan of Mind Drill Assailant, just because it's double black. And now we have this pack. Can I just get a playable pack? What is this pack? What am I supposed to do? All right, I'll take Ruthless Negotiation. I guess I have room in the spell slot. There's literally just no black or white card I'm interested in. Mind Whisker is awesome, but I don't think it's worth splashing. So I'll take this. And now we have this pack, which has a Fireglass Mentor. A rare is missing. I think I'm just taking a Glide Dive Duo out of this pack. All right, so now I'm pretty good on the top end. We have 3 5-mana cards. And then, of course, we take a 4th 5-mana card. Starseer Mentor is good, though. But would rather just pick up more cheap things for the mana curve now because I have the top end covered. Coyote, Duo, Double Starseer Mentor. These are all quality cards. Very, very happy having these cards. But let's pick up some things to do early. But I don't know if I just want infinite Agate Blade Assaults. Now, red certainly seemed somewhat open. There's a Rabid Gnaw, which is very good. Plume-Creed Mentor is also okay. The only card in here for us is the Agate Blade Assassin. I'm not super happy about it, but I will take it here. And now we have an interesting pick. There's a Banishing Light and a Life Creed Duo. Given that we have Essence Channeler, Star Charter, and Double Starseer Mentor, I will take the Life Creed Duo here. I have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 removal effects, and then the Downwind Ambusher. But given that I have all of that, I do think the Life Creed Duo is a more important 2-mana card for this deck. So I will take it. And then now I'm just going to take Thornplate Intimidator for mana curve, whatever reasons. Give me a Fountain Port Bell. And that is a 7th pick Fireglass Mentor. Darn. Nothing here really that I want. I don't really like Seed Pod Squire in black-white just because you have a bunch of flyers already. But I don't like Corpse Buried Cultivator because it's really hard to cast. I guess I'll take a Starlit Soothsayer, but be pretty sad if I have to play it. Noting that I don't really have any 3s, so I might have to play it. Or playables in general. I don't have many playables in general, so I might have to play it. Might have to play this early winter as well. I'll take this Thistledown Players in case I need a 3-mana card. Here we have... man, I guess some of the Lizards cards were available, and blue-red. I have a Thistledown Players on my sideboard, so I'm just going to rare draft here. There's another Thornplate Intimidator. Can we just get away with not playing any 3-drops? I don't know. I think these are all the cards I'm reasonably happy playing. I don't think Bonecash Overseer does anything for us. There's a late Teapot Slinger as well. Would have liked a combat trick to go with these Agate Blade Assassins. I do have a Downwind Ambusher, I guess. But a Scales of Shale would have been a nice card to pick up. I guess Crumb and Get It is also fine. But yeah, certainly in contested colors here. But I do think we still we were still able to pick up some of the decent signpost cards here in Star Charter and Double Starseer Mentor. So I think we can do something with this. And I do think my mana is going to look like this. It's not pretty, but 1 island, 1 grotto, 1 Uncharted Haven for the Vren. Really, really wanted to pick up a Bell, but sadly we were unable to do so. Then now we need to pick up 3 cards out of what we have here. Let's take a look at the mana curve and see what it looks like. 7 things to do turn 2 with a Sonar Strike and a Fell, which is totally fine. Probably do want a 3-drop here. I guess... I mean, I don't like any of these 3-drops, but the Soothsayer has the most synergies with what I'm trying to do. I guess playing 1 Thornplate Intimidator is fine. And then do I want to play another 3-mana card or play a removal spell? We have 1, 2, 3, 4-ish, 5 removal effects. I could take an early winter. Yeah, I mean, none of the options here are great. I can either play like another 3-mana card, like a Thistledown Players, which has 0 synergies. It's literally just a 3-mana, 3/3 curve filler. Or I can just play a 5-mana removal spell here in the early winter. You know what? I'm just going to take a 3-mana card. This is just kind of the classic, as Marshall would say, eating your vegetables. Just making sure that we have enough things to play early. So obviously I would have loved to play any other 3-mana card, like a Daggerfang Duo or anything along those lines. But because we weren't able to pick it down, let's just play a 3-mana 3/3 and see how this goes. All right. Let's see how this goes. Certainly a contested color combination. I still think we have a functional deck. So, you know, if we play tight, maybe we could still get there. Now, before round 1 starts, I did want to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. And I do want to give a special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. All right, on the play here, certainly keeping this. We got Life Creed Duo, Sonar Strike, Thornplate Intimidator, and the Starseer Mentor. Let me know what you would have done for the last few cards in my draft, by the way. We could have gone with a second... None of the options were insane. I could have gone with a second copy of Thornplate Intimidator. I could have gone with an early winter, but I ultimately went for the 3-mana 3/3. I also took a Duo over Banishing Light. I think that one was pretty correct, though, given where we're at. All right, attacking with Life Creed Duo, got in for 1. They don't want to get Sonar Striked or Combat Tricked, makes sense. Carrot Cake from the opponent. They have a land 100%. No? No land? Oh. Well, Thornplate Intimidator is a lot less exciting with a Carrot Cake in play. I guess I'll just play Thistledown Players. All right, well, they found a land. Let's see what they go for. The nice thing here is I have the Starseer Mentor, so if I can just find land number 5, I can jam the Mentor. They found a Moonrise Cleric, which is quite nice. And we did not find a land, sadly. All right, let's attack. And I guess I'm still just going to play this. I'm giving them a free scry, but I just put a 4/3 in play, so I'm hoping that this is still fine. They topped, so they found a land on top, most likely. So didn't hurt us too much. Let's see what they choose to do. Just give us a land. I mean, Coyote was a good draw. So Plains would be ideal. Plains would be an amazing draw. For sure. Now, they might just pass with 4 mana up, by the way. Which I would not like. There's just too many tricks to play around at that point. Okay, yeah. Let's attack with those. I'm just trying to clear up the board right now. Sonar Strike on Thistledown Players, sure. And I'm not going to use a Sonar Strike here. Let's just clear up that board, play a Star Charter, and then try to get some value. Let's get another Life Creed Duo, I love that. So they don't have a creature to get back with the Bonebind Order just yet. They might continue attacking a Moonrise Cleric. That's the thing with Black-White. Like, you know the games are going to go long. Just both sides, rather, have so many ways to gain life. Like, if they have a removal spell, they probably really want to use it on the Star Charter. All right, Waxwayne Witness from the opponent. They are representing a Crumb and Get It as well. Nothing great from us, so I think it's just Life Creep Duo, honestly. And then just get another Star Charter trigger. Oh, Essence Channeler. That is the real deal. Also, can we just draw lands? Like, I'm finding plenty of action at this point, but I really would like some lands. Alright, we're gonna take 5 here, it looks like. If they had a creature, they should have played it. Like, Plains would just be so, so good. Because that allows me to Sonar Strike as well. Just no lands. No lands is necessary. Very sad. We have all the action in the world. Oh, and we missed, and there's 3 lands! That was our island, too! And how is it that we drew every single expensive card, too? That's wild. Alright, this is a lot of damage. I'm still not too concerned about my life total, I don't think, but... These things have Death Touch, too, right? Yeah. I mean, that was a big attack. And they still have 2 mana up. Crumb and Get It can still be very, very good against this Sonar Strike. What is this? This is so frustrating. Oh my gosh. This is brutal. Like, I know that they're so likely to have a combat trick here. You know. I think I've gotten enough value off this Star Charter, so I'm just going to block the Moonrise Cleric. That doesn't kill me, does it? Woo! All right. We are at 1 life, friends. We are at 1 life. Oh, man. Okay, it's probably Starseer Mentor, right? Okay, gain 2 life. I will trade the Assassin here with a 1/1 token. Just to go up to 4. That's kind of my plan here. Alright. They'll take 3 damage. I mean, they took 9. They go to 9. I'm happy trading the Mentor here. Oh, they can just... Oh! They can... If they have no cards in hand, this doesn't do anything? Okay. Anyways, I played this anyways just to have a big flying blocker in play. Looks like they drew a land here. Yep. So everything has Death Touch. All right, how do I want to do this? Got a block here. And got a block here. Alright, we're at 2 life. We are at 2 life. I mean, it's just Starseer Mentor, right? With Crumb and Get It back up. Okay, well, we're not dead. And we have the ability to give Indestructible. Okay. See, this is what confused me. I was like, what? I don't even know what happened that previous turn. Did they discard a card? Woo! That was a really, really close game. Really close game. Star Charter got us a bunch of cards. And then the Essence Channeler plus a Life Creed duo combo was also quite strong. And we were able to get there. Whew. Good game, though. Really good game. Alright, on the play here, we have 3 lands, Carrot Cake, Agate Blade, Assassin, Dire Sight, and Thornplate Intimidator. I think on the play, I want to just go Assassin, just because there's a very high chance that I can probably connect. And I don't really need to scry just yet, because I have the 3 lands. So I'll hold off on the Carrot Cake. Whisker Quill Scribe from the opponent. And I will attack. Just get that drain, see if they block. Yep. They're not losing much from doing that. I will play the Thistledown players that I just drew. Look at that! Look at our 3-drop. My vegetables. My vegetables. Next turn, if I don't find a land, then I will probably run out this Dire Sight. Oh, okay. Alright, Rabid Gnaw. At least that kind of took their turn, but it wasn't a bad play for them by any means. Alright, Hidden Grotto is good. I will keep Sonar Strike. That seems very, very good against red-white. And I will play out the Thornplate Intimidator. Just, solid body to have. Obviously, I would like to have the Sonar Strike here with a bat in play. I might actually choose to go with the Dire Sight and try to find a land. What the heck? Okay. So let's go Dire Sight, really try to find a land here. That's interesting. I don't want the Soothsayer, but do I want Driftgloom Coyote? Driftgloom Coyote seems really good. I'll keep the Coyote. Alright. Maybe that was greedy. I don't know. That could have been a little bit greedy. But I just feel like with this Carrot Cake, I will be able to find land number 5. So... But maybe I can find it now, like right now. Okay, I'm gonna just kill this now. Before there's any combat trick shenanigans. I'll play another Agate Blade Assassin. Drain them. Pleated Provisioner, okay. Or Pileated Provisioner. They choose not to block. It's unclear what I want to do here. I can play Starseer Mentor. I think that's what I'm going to do. It does a pretty good job of blocking. If they want to attack me with the flyer, so be it. If they don't have a good follow-up, I can play the Coyote on the Raccoon Rallier. And then attack with the Assassin. Or if they want to leave the flyer back, I can play the Coyote and then kill the Provisioner. Byway Barterer is quite good. I can also play Vren the Relentless. Okay, they have the Rallier. Yeah, they're going off for sure. Should I have played Vren the Relentless there? I don't know. I would have cast this. I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but I don't know if I care enough about the rat. Like, by getting the flyer out of the way, I get to basically attack for 3 next turn, and I'm kind of ahead right now. What does this do? Okay. This can't block. Is that what happened? Okay. This seems fine. That was kind of all-in-y on their side. But anytime Agate Blade Assassin attacks, I mean, you're hitting them for 2 and you gain a life. It's so strong. Blacksmith's Talent, sure. Okay. They're at 2 life. Aren't they just dead to the Agate Blade Assassin attacks as long as I just block? It feels that way. I just have to be mindful of Might of the Meek, I guess. But given that I'm blocking here with the Starseer Mentor, I just don't see a scenario where I can lose. I'm not sure. You know, certainly they're incentivized to attack with everything here. So let's block there, and sure, block here. They could have Might of the Meek or something. But even if they get back their Pileated Provisioner, they just die to my Agate Blade Assassin, right? So, like, Might of the Meek here is pretty decent, I guess. That tramples over for 2, 5. We go to 5. It's got to be Might of the Meek, right? Yeah. Good game, sir. Boom! Agate Blade Assassins getting it done. All right. We are 2-0. Is it Agate or Agate? Somebody corrected me before. I forgot which way they corrected me though. I'm gonna look this up. I think I got it right. Okay, on the draw here, we have a Vren that we can't cast, but given that we have a 2-drop here, I think I'm gonna keep this with 3 lands on the draw. Drew land number 4, so that does mean that we can play the Thornplate Intimidator on turn 4. Turn 2 Wandertail Mentor is very, very scary, but we do have the Sonar Strike, which we're gonna use probably to kill this as soon as we can. Just don't want to give them the mana. That's the thing, Rush Shield Rampager is also pretty bad for us, but actually I guess I can just attack, huh? Because I can just kill the Rampager. This just means I can get in for a little bit more. Look, using my turn to kill a 4/4 is not that bad. Like, I know the Mentor can get bigger, but still think that was okay, because now they have to make the decision of, like, playing a 5-drop or attacking. And this plays around whatever combat tricks they might have as well. Alright. I mean, this Mentor is going to be a problem. I will play Thornplate Intimidator. And I'm actually not going to attack here. It seems kind of free, but this allows me to double block the Wandertail Mentor. So I'm going to stay back. Next turn I might attack if I have a safe attack with the Agate Blade Assassin. Now, it is a pretty good sign that they randomly played a Treetop Sentries last turn when they had access to 5 mana. Hopefully they don't have a 6-drop, but like I said, that's just a pretty good sign that that was the best thing that they could have done on the previous turn. I don't like this attack. I gotta take it. They could have like conduct electricity or something. I don't know. That attack just seemed highly suspect. All right, I'm not gonna attack here. I'm not gonna just throw my creature away. I'll play a Starseer Mentor. Given that they didn't cast the Conduct Electricity on the previous turn, I think I should block. I don't know what that attack was, though. Like, they clearly have a trick. If it's an Overprotect or whatever, that's fine. Like, or the High Stride, I guess. Alright, come on, dude. I guess we'll just block like this. Alright, it was an Overprotect. Yeah. Well, I mean, we ate a creature for free. Yeah. That was totally fine. They have 2 cards in hand. All right, let's do that. All right, they're at 7. I just wanted to put them like close to dead so they can't just mindlessly attack, because I think they're just like Gruul smash, right? So, and if they had a more impactful trick, they would have cast it already, I think. So I have no idea what they have. Notably, the Starseer Mentor also works with Dire Sight. It's life gain or life loss. So that's a nice little combination as well. Maybe this is an Agate Assault or something. I'll happily take the 2-for-1, I guess. Wildfire Howl, and I drew a card. What it? Okay. Four, 5, 6. All right, I'm going to use the Coyote on the 5/5. I wanted to get the life gain here. But at 7, I think it's going to be pretty hard to lose. All right! Look at this. Just don't need the Vren. Don't ever need to cast it. It's just a cheerleader. It's like, hey, in case things go crazy, I'm here for you, friend. That's why it's there. All right, 3-0. Decent start. Alrighty, I am on the play. Sounds kind of dicey. I'm going to keep because I feel like the combination of Agate Blade Assassin plus Starlit Soothsayer is actually pretty good. Our hand is amazing if we draw planes right off the top. Even if we don't, though, I still have a couple of plays early. And if I draw any land, I can still go Starlit Soothsayer. So for that reason, I'm going to keep. But obviously, this hand would be way, way better if I can find a planes. I would even take a Grotto here, obviously. Like a Grotto would be amazing. Turn 1 Blacksmith's Talent is always very, very scary. Fireglass Mentor, okay. And we did not find a land, sadly. I'm going to play it very defensively and just not attack. That way, if they have a removal spell, they can't just use it to draw a card here. All right, they leveled up Blacksmith Talent. So now that's a 3/2 Fireglass Mentor. No lands. You know what, deck? You know what, deck? On the draw. 2-lander. Them's the beats. You know what I mean? This is, you know. Is this frustrating? Absolutely. The thing is, they played a land for the turn, so they're not going to get any cards here out of this. It's fine. Land! Thank you. Oof. Don't want that. How do I want to do this? I think I attack with this one. And I'm gonna Nocturnal Hunger. And hope they don't have Scales of Shale. Jeez. The problem here is they can Scales of Shale. So I need to kill this beforehand. Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, I'm gonna take 4 damage this turn. 6 damage this turn. See, do you see that sequencing? That's because they had a Scales of Shale, I feel. I don't know. Like, otherwise you play this first, right? Because then these get bigger. Alright, well... I mean, they had an amazing Lizard deck. Like, look at the cards that they cast. They went Blacksmith's Talent into, like, Signpost, amazing uncommon, aggressive card, into Signpost uncommon, into Busted Rare, into Busted Rare. And we whiffed. Like, even if we had a good draw, I think we probably would have lost anyways. But, yeah. We played against block constructed lizards. We move on. We move on from that. Alrighty, we drew the island. We have a turn 2 Fel and a Downwind Ambusher, so I will keep this. Mana problems should happen to us, right? We're a 3-color deck, so. But I do think Vren is worth the splash. Give me a white source, please. We have 9, right? 7 plains, a grotto, and an Uncharted Haven, I think. Okay, well, there is a white source. That's a Fel, but I'm not interested in using Fel on a 1/1 token. I do have the Downwind Ambusher for it. That I'm killing, though. Yeah, I'm just killing that right away. Oh, they have Shore Up mana. They don't have Shore Up. Good. The thing is, because they already have an Otter here, it's probably fine to just go ahead and just kill the Looter right away anyways. Looks like they have a nice little blue-red deck going here, though. Mind Spiral. Starseer Mentor for us. We have another one, although it's not really going to trigger. It's just a 3/5 Flying Vigilance, which is still fine. Plains would be nice, just so I can go Mentor plus Crumb and get it. But it looks like we're going to take some damage here from Lightshell Duo. Take out the trash. Yeah, they have a really nice deck here. This sucks because they're like representing a counterspell. Like, I could play around it by playing the Life Creed Duo. Is that worth? Yeah, I guess so. Because this also allows us to play the Mentor on the following turn, get a life gain trigger, and then use Crumb and get it. Okay, well, they had another take out the trash. I mean, they have a really good blue-red situation set up here. I probably need to block the duo if they just blind attack now. I don't even know what this card does. During your turn, you may cast instant and sorcery spells from your graveyard by paying 1 life in addition to their other costs. What the hell? What the heck? What is happening? All right. What? Festival of Embers has been cast. Oh, that was an absolutely obscene draw. That was an obscene draw. We get 2 triggers here too. They discarded Dazzling. Hey, they had the counter spell. Look at that. Sick reads, am I right? Wait, what just happened? Oh, they sacked Festival of Embers. So that card did basically nothing. We have 2 3/5 flyers in play that they need to answer. And we do have a Crumb and Get It to save them as well. So if we can find some way to gain life here, that would be really nice. Or take damage, I guess, to trigger these. Light Shell Duo, okay. Their hand must be loaded, by the way, if they sacrifice the Festival of Embers. But we do have a couple of giant flying bats. They kept the card on top. Are they going to play the Otterball Antics? Okay. I'm not too concerned about that. That is an Essence Channeler. We don't quite have lethal. But hey, we have lethal next turn, right? So with the Crumb and Get It, I am feeling reasonably okay about this. We'll see what they do. Unless they have Calamitous Wave. Calamitous Wave would be a disaster. Pearl of Wisdom, okay. I can put the Channeler just in front of the duo, I think. I do have to be mindful of Might of the Meek. So I do have to be mindful of that. They have 4 cards in hand. What are they doing? Storm Chaser's Talent, okay. Yeah, this is scary. I do need to be mindful of Might of the Meek. They can get back, take out the trash. Okay. Still not enough. Do they have 2 spells? Do they have a shore up? This is a really, really tough spot. They literally cast 3 spells this turn and they still have 2 more in hand. I feel like I need to block the duo. And just hope that they don't have a way to do this. Because otherwise I have to be the first one to flinch, right? Alright. I'm at 2. I mean, if it's a dire downdraft, I'm just dead, right? It was a Daring Wave Rider. It's probably a dire downdraft. Although they could have used that on my Mentor. Oh, we're good. We're good. Woo! What a close one. Their deck looked awesome. Triple Take Out the Trash, Card Draw, Shoreline Looter, Storm Chaser's Talent. Wow, I am shocked we won that game. Like, they just kind of did everything you would expect out of a blue-red deck. But at the end of the day, they were a blue-red deck. Alright, opponent on the play, we have a very average hand of Magic the Gathering cards. I'm gonna keep Plain Swamp, Hidden Grotto. We have a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 4-drop. Like, not much we can do there other than keep. And don't really need to scry just yet. Like, my hand is just totally fine as is. Let's play out the Life Creed Duo. Life Creed Duo into Starlit Soothsayer seems pretty nice. They do get a mana here from the Brazen Collector, which is kind of annoying. Steam Path Charger. Okay. That is a little bit annoying. Alright, I'll play the Surveil Land. I might need to dig for something. I'm kind of far away from that, so I'm gonna bin that for now. This is a lot of damage. So I'm just gonna chill. And see what they do. Fireglass Mentor. Okay. It's a little unfortunate. They could have Scales of Shale, but, you know. What am I to do, right? Yep. Alright, we're gonna take 4. What? Why does everybody just have the absolute nuts? Like, what the hell is this? You know what? Like, I don't... What the hell? That's all I gotta say. What the hell? It's just every black-red lizard opponent just has just a Fireglass Mentor and a Gev? Is that what this is? Oh my gosh, this is disgusting. Yeah, Scales of Shale dead, bro. Damn it. They got me, bro. Ward pay 2... Like, come on. Really? Look, like, I feel like I can win a lot of games. It's just like... No, I cannot beat this start. You know what I mean? What the hell? I take... They drain me for 3? Is that even real? I mean, they probably just had like a removal spell here. Clear the way, right? Nocturnal Hunger number 2. Oh, Cinder and Cutthroat, sure. Hit me, yeah. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm at 2 life. Like, I don't even... Like, how do I even get out of this? This thing has Menace. Like, my hand was good. They just... I'm 0 for 2 on against broken lizard decks. Whatever. The problem is they play the Cutthroat. They can give it Menace. Even if I play another creature, they give it Menace. I have to double block, and then they just kill me with the other creatures. All right. You know what would be nice? If I just played against another broken lizard deck. Because then I just have like maximum complaint equity. Alright, opponent on the play, and our hand is unplayable hot garbage. I didn't even know I had Glide Dive Duo in my deck. It's the first time I've drawn it. I will mulligan this hand. You know I don't like to mulligan, but this hand is very bad. 3 swamps and nothing I can cast. I will keep this, and what do I want to do? On the draw? Alright. Sorry, Dire Sight. I'm going to rely on Star Charter and the combination of Life Creed Duo plus Starlit Soothsayer as my way to get back on cards. I just feel like I need to be playing on the board, to the board, especially on the draw. Seedglaive Mentor. Okay. The 3-color Seedglaive Mentor deck. Alright, you know. You know. Alright, don't need that land. Look, already Surveil 1. I can't even block this thing. It's just like, yep. You just have to treat this like it's a 4-3. That's kind of what you have to do. Cindering Cutthroat. Hey, you have to treat this also like it's a 4-3. Haha. I'll block the Mentor with the Star Charter. Can we hit with this, though? Hold on. Let's do this first. I think I'm pretty... Oh, we also drew 4 straight lands. Right? We kept the 3-lander with 3 of these, and we drew 4 straight lands. Such sadness. Such sadness. I can try to kill this Mentor. Downwind Ambusher was not a terrible draw. Seed Pod Squire. Okay. Interesting. I guess I can just flash this out and kill both of these. I mean, I'm still very... Like, I'm not in a good spot here, but... We get to at least just trade with 2 things here. And... Oh, that's not a bad draw. Okay. We are drawing out of it-ish. They might discard. We'll see. That was a really good find. Like, Downwind Ambusher into Starseer Mentor is exactly what we need to try to get back into this. They discarded Persistent Marsh. What colors are they? They are black, white, splashing Seedglaive Mentor. But it doesn't matter when you draw your mana. You know what I mean? It does not matter. With them being at 13 life, I'm just going to hold on to the hunger here and not try to, like, take 2 damage so that I can get a Starseer Mentor trigger. I'd rather just have this up as a trick. Like, let's see what they do here, right? Like, if they attack with the Seed Pod Squire, like, this is amazing for us, right? So now the Life Creed Duo gets to block the Vine Lasher. This will block here, this will block here. What the? Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, that's unfortunate. I feel like I still need to hold on to this hunger, but I know I do recognize that the Vine Lashers can kill me. This is the worst feeling, losing to, like, whatever this deck is. Alright, what are they doing? Until the end of your next turn, you may play them. Until the end of your next turn, whenever you cast a spell, deals 2 damage to up to 1 creature. Yep. Can they play the land? Okay. I have a Vren in my deck, so I'm going to hold on to this. Okay, I will play Glide Dive Duo. These are not rats. I will attack. So this puts me to 6, and this puts me to 4. They get to kill Life Creed Duo. Do I need to kill this Vine Lasher? Whatever. Glide Dive Duo was not a bad draw. Interesting. Okay, so they did 2 damage to Glide Dive Duo, and then played Glide Dive. Oh, it's whenever you cast any spell? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a beating. And they found Glide Dive Duo is absolutely absurd here. I don't even know what to do. I feel like I need to kill the Glide Dive Duo, but now I'm at 2. There's a Vine Lasher. I need a Starseer Mentor. All right, we're dead. Yeah, man, you know, this is unfortunate. Not the most exciting draft. We went, what, 4-0 into 0-3? Something like that. Or maybe 3-0 into 3-1. I don't know. But I felt that the deck was fine. Nothing too crazy, but I thought the deck was completely fine. It played out well when I needed it to. Was it perfect? By no means. But was it like a completely fine deck with some interaction and some removal? Absolutely. And what were our losses to? It was 2 absolutely incredible Lizard decks that had the rare and the Fireglass Mentor and the scales, like everything that they needed. And then the other loss here was just we mulliganed, drew too many lands, and then our opponent cast a Mythic rare with their 3-color nonsense deck. So, you know, that is part of the game. It is easy to get super frustrated by things like that happen, but sometimes they're not necessarily. The thing is, not all of your losses are, your fault necessarily. Sometimes opponents have better decks, sometimes opponents have better draws, and sometimes your draws aren't quite very strong, right? And that is just the nature of the game. But I think all things considered, you know, double Life Creed Duo with the Assassins, with the Essence Channeler, the Star Charter, double Mentor. We had some decent synergies here, decent interaction. I don't mind our spells. Sure, our mana could have been a little bit better. Sure, we could have used an extra 3-drop, maybe an extra interactive spell. But all in all, I mean, 4-3, 5-3, 6-3, this deck had a pretty wide range for where it could have ended up. I think we played the deck as well as we could have, put ourselves in some pretty decent spots, won some pretty close games, and that's all you can ask for. Not every single draft deck is just this incredible busted deck that gets an easy trophy. I don't know what lane necessarily we were supposed to be, but this felt like a fine lane given the cards that we saw in the draft, and hopefully we can turn it around in the next video and try to get that trophy. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so, patreon.com/paulcheon. And finally, this video is brought to you by tcgplayer.com. If you want to pick up any Magic the Gathering singles or sealed product, check them out. Hit that affiliate link in the description below. And if you want to pick up Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories, deck boxes, playmats, all nice things of that nature, check out heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first purchase. 4-3. Really hoping to put together a better showing for the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.